So would this be a would this be a grass type Pokemon in here? It's the thingamabob that I caught not that long ago, obviously. It charges that? It doesn't heal our Pokemon though. Hey, look, it's I forget what it's called, but it was in Sun and Moon. I say Sun and Moon, but it was one of those stupid Pokemon that's, you know, depending on which version you have, you know. Otherwise you get the Psychic one instead. I actually own both games, so, you know. Even if not for the fact that in that game, for free, you can trade Pokemon online, unlike this game. You know? Well, now I think about it, I wouldn't have been able to trade them anyway, if not for that. Because back in the day, you know, it's like me and my siblings, we all got our own Nintendo DS. So, you know, I could trade between the DSs like that, you know? Can't really do that with a 3DS because I only have one 3DS. Like, I did the most convoluted trading system back in the day, you know, when I was growing up. Because, you know, didn't really have anyone to really trade with, you know. Never being the most very good with socials and all that. And I would trade Pokemon via the frickin' GameCube of all things. Seriously, Pokemon games are not very, what's the word I'm looking for? User-friendly in a sense, sort of way. The people like me who don't really have people in their lives that own the game and you can just trade with, you know? It's like my oldest nephew, he owns a Switch, but I don't know if he owns either of these two games. He's like, hey man, gotta trade my Pokemon, I gotta complete the Pokédex, man. Never was able to complete the Pokédex. Sun and Moon was the only one where I actually did complete the Pokédex. It's just impossible because the stupid event Pokemon, those, you know, regardless of if you have people to trade with, that is the scummiest thing about Pokemon. Event Pokemon. The bane of anyone's existence when it comes to complete the Pokédex. It's like, oh yeah, you can complete the Pokédex. You got the legendaries, you got all the Pokemon trade between each version. Oh, what's that? Oh, Deoxys or whatever? Yeah, you can't get that one, so you technically can't complete the Pokédex. Wah, 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 wah. It's like, fuck you, Game Freak. Fuck you. What other ones was I not able to get in that gen? Because I actually, you know, I don't know how much of the Pokédex I got, because I did technically get Jirachi. Because you can actually get Jirachi if you complete Pokemon Channel, which is a weird spin-off game on the GameCube. So that gives you like a little extra there, yeah. So I got Jirachi that way. What other legendaries were stupid exclusive like that in Gen 3? I think, I can just Google it, can I? Very slowly. Maybe I need to clear up space. I have got very little hard drive space after, you know, transferring the videos upload. Gen 3 legendaries. You know, now that I think about it, I wonder if I even got the free Reggies back in the day. Because it's pretty obscure the way you obtain them. Because you gotta basically transcribe Braille to be able to read those wherever it was in those little cave areas. It tells you what to do. Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, yeah, that was it. Really. The only one that is basically still would be impossible for me to get is the Oxus. I could get all the Reggies, and I could get Jirachi, but not the Oxus. Elusive alien bastards. Why do they have version exclusive shit like now? Well, version exclusive is also a thing, but not nearly as bad as, you know. This is only a limited time thing. You gotta go to a specific place to get it, and you might not even be in your damn country because we only do this way. Like, fuck you, game freak. If you're like, but we're being all like, no, fuck you. You were the freaking, like, the gacha stuff and all that before that stuff was a thing, weren't you? How long has that been a thing anyway, where it's like, okay, for a limited time only, and then never again afterwards, you can obtain this thingamabob. I mean, that's probably been a thing since anyone thought up such a thing, really. Probably goes back hundreds, if not thousands of years, that kind of idea, but you know what I mean. It's a bullshit practice and I hate it. It's like, it also makes me like, when it comes to gaming nowadays, it's, you know, stores. It's like, look at Nintendo, you know? I'm pretty sure the 3DS store is no longer a thing. They closed the Wii store years ago as well. So it's like, basically, fuck you, essentially, isn't it? It's like, oh, you didn't buy it in time, well, you can never buy it again, because now it no longer exists. But also, if you try to emulate it, we're coming for you. We're gonna fuck you up, you silly bitch. So it's like, strict on that, and at the same time, they don't sell the product. It's kind of weird in the past. Because, you know, there are some games that are only exclusive to the stores, you know? It's like, if you had actually bought them, and you hadn't had it downloaded and installed on your console, or you did at one point, but it's no longer installed, and you wanted to reinstall it, but the store's no longer there, would you still be able to, even though you purchased it? Or would they be like, no refunds, don't get the game then? It's stuff like that that makes me, you know, raise eyebrow and, you know, at gaming nowadays. It's just going in a direction I don't like. But I don't know anymore. It's like, I still try to, whenever possible, buy physical versions of games, but, you know, even nowadays, it doesn't really amount to much, because, you know, you gotta freaking install all this shit, because, I don't know, it feels like, games maybe are generally harder to make nowadays, which is ironic. It's like, you got more tools to work with now than you did back in the 90s. But it's actually makes it more complicated. I guess because there's more you can potentially do now. But, you know, it feels like more often than not, it's very rare that a game gets released that doesn't have a day one patch. They always never finish the game in time and have to continue, you know, updating it. So it feels like maybe they've got a bit lax on that as well. It's like, you got the crunch time, which is bullshit as well. It's like, give them freaking time to cook, man. Make it so that they make the game as good as it could possibly be, rather than be like, we gotta get it out in time, or, you know, we can just patch it later. It's like, no! Freaking make it so it's good out the gate, goddammit. And you're like, you wanna go up on my mountain and face the toughest gym leader? Alrighty then, go up there and get your ass kicked. Get frozen. I thought that was a person. You look like a person in a coat there. Look at that, from a distance. Doesn't that make it look like, oh, there's someone standing over there, and then you approach, it's like, oh no, it's, whatever worm thing is called. That thing over there. Can you imagine being stuck out here all day, every day, just standing? They don't even have chairs, for God's sake. You just have to stand there and wait for anyone to freaking show up to, you know, use their services. They probably don't even get paid. They probably get paid minimum wage at best. And then all these Pokemon could just, you know, pop up and like, this worm thing comes up here. It's like, yep, I'm stealing materials from the TM machines. Like, God damn it, we're not allowed to leave our spots. God damn it. Why couldn't they have this place be indoors at the very least, man? It gets cold outside and stuff, you know? It's like, I tell you why, because I don't know. I feel like maybe Game Freak just don't know how to make the interior of buildings in a 3D game. I guess that's the issue with, you know, spending literal decades making games for the handheld consoles. I mean, this is technically handheld console as well. It's, you know, this one's got a bit more to it than the 3DS, you know. Gotta have a bit more detail for the rating environments. And they were evidently probably not ready for it. And probably weren't given much time to work with either. Or have, like, increased, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Their team, I guess, because I think Game Freak is still a relatively small team, even though, you know, they're responsible for one of the biggest IPs in the world. And they're still not given much of a budget to work with. It's freaking insanity, man. Hey, hold up, would you? That tree thicket up ahead isn't safe. You'll run into a bunch of delinquents. Oh, is this the first time we've encountered this evolved form? And what type is it? Is it still normal type or is it changed typing? Yeah, because Pokemon, they tend to do a thing when it comes to typing of Pokemon where, you know, the color kind of matches up. It's like, you know, the poison types, they're purple with that. So I'm like, could it... Well, it's obviously not rock or ground type, otherwise that wouldn't have done much damage. So that's probably still just normal typing. Gumshoes. You know what? Tauros would be obviously the best choice here, but Flittle, you're really falling behind on the levels. You still haven't evolved. You did well in the base fighting, you know, Pokemon, but you didn't really gain any XP from this. Disarm them with your voice. Wasn't very effective. It's so critical as well. It's like, praise me! I only want to be loved. Pluck its eyes out. Uh-oh. Oh, good God. That's why we don't use Flittle. Well, you bitch. I'm not ending this battle with Flittle knocked out. But I'm gonna have to use a revive. If this was a Nuzlocke channel, Flittle would have been gone a long time. Tauros would have been as well, now that I think about it. You know what, let's take a look at the TV here. Which one of these Pokemon have not actually been knocked out? My starter has never been knocked out. I'm not sure. Drednaw may have been knocked out once, I'm not 100% sure. Same for Talonflame here, I'm not 100% sure. But my starter hasn't been knocked out. I'm pretty sure it's never been knocked out. You, on the other hand, shall be knocked out. Thumbs up. Well, you're strong. I guess you didn't need my advice. Oh, you're finally evolving. What? Flittle is evolving. If you had been evolved this whole time, we would have probably steamrolled Alex. Congratulations, your Flittle evolved into Espathra. Espathra? I don't know how you pronounce that. Special status has been added as a Pokedex ostrich Pokemon. It emits psychic power from the gaps between its multicolored frills and sprints at speeds greater than 120 miles per hour. I mean, that one we encountered in the desert literally charged on me. Was it going 120 miles when it did that? Because my god, we should have been knocked out. Height 6.3, weighs 198.4 pounds. It wants to crush. I mean, crash. And then the game crashes. It's like, no, not that kind of crash. Attack violation at the lowest target special defense. Oh yeah, I forgot. What a good gun. No wonder why Uproar did so much damage. I didn't realize it was so strong. Guess we'll replace Psybeam. There can be only one Psybeam on the team, and that belongs to Denny. Still give him the thumbs up. It's like, congratulations, your Pokemon evolved! They're from a group called Team Star. People say the delinquent's right. Not that they've done anything mean, mind you, but still. We all have this, animation. You see, any female NPC, regardless of the character model, does this animation. And maybe another animation. We have 2, maybe 3 animations. And it's used throughout the entire game. So, where do we go now? So that was number 10. So here's the idea, right? The Pokemon Center lady is clearly batshit insane and wants us to die because they completely ignore this person, this over here. They don't ignore her. They have points in her direction once. But the point is, this guy, this woman, and this over here. These are the ones that we should be aiming for before going for the other ones. And I'm thinking either this one or the guy who refuses to show his face. So, what we shall do is... look at that face in the background there. Like, weird. He kind of looks like what are they called, Mii's? You know, on the Nintendo Wii. Kind of has that look to her. So, it's like, that's going to do for this recording now. Obviously not. We're only an hour in, that's not going to do it. We got the Specsavers case to the side for us. Specsavers logo for Gym Dude. Non-Specsavers logo side for the Titan. Try to free falls. Which one did I say it was again? Gym one was the Specsavers one, so I landed on Titan. That landed on its side. Titan it is, even though it is technically higher level than the Gym guy. Gym guy will have to wait. Much like, what's his face? Arvin. Just had to wait for us this whole damn time. It's like when we were going to meet Kofu, he's like, hey man, there's a wild Pokemon in the area, and we're just like, yeah, okay, thanks, bye. There's like an outbreak of that Pokemon down here. It's kind of wild, really, isn't it? I mean, look at this map. Look at the way we've gone about this. And I've done this in the order that apparently is best recommended, for the most part, anyway. Like, first one you go through is that, and then you go over here, deal with that one, ignore this one, go up here first, and then go back there, and then travel over here and do this. Actually, this is one I did out of order slightly as well, I think, I'm not sure. Then do that, and that, and that, and that, and then that, and then that, and then... Where is the recommended after that, actually? It's probably, then you go down here, and then all the way back up here, and then over here, and then over here. That's kind of a clusterfuck. I mean, the starting point is right here. So well, it's like right there. Sure, you can't actually access this area at the start of the game, because, you know, you can't swim yet. So you have to get at least a little bit of the Titan stuff sorted before you can actually go over here. But the fact this is pretty close to the starting point, and is one of the harder challenges, that is some weird design. Like, it would make sense if they scaled to difficulty where it's like the Pokemon level alongside yours or something, but they don't do that. So it's like, you could say go around this side of the map. It's like you do all these, it's like, wow, you have a rough start at the beginning, especially once you get up here, it's like, oh god. And you come around here and everything starts to get weaker. And then you arrive at this one, it's like, that was like one hit for every Pokemon. That was anticlimactic. If only I'd known. See what I mean? It's just nonsensical. As nonsensical as me exiting the map, because I needed the map to be open so I can select where to go. We're off to the desert. Hi. Just fixing the camera like that. Is that a what's it called again? Terra Pokemon? Like a wild Terra Pokemon, possibly. No, it's one of those things. Let's see what it's got. Yeah, that looks like it's gonna be an ice type. And by ice type, I mean that it's terrible. It's gonna be ice type. So what we got? A Gulpin. Well, we've already got a Gulpin. And I'm going in the... Wait. Oh yeah, that's the problem with this. Now it's just now occurred to me. Pokemon's unrelated because she doesn't mark it for us on the map anymore. Because she just wants us to die, evidently, by taking us to dangerous places. We have to figure this out ourselves. And which direction was it in? It's up north. Okay, that's gonna be a bit of a pain then. My navigational skills are near non-existent. Well, this is problematic. I guess we could go in from there. We've just kind of taken a detour here because the terrain's a bit confusing when you don't have it marked on the map. I mean, I could mark it myself. You can do that. It's just I can't be bothered. Oh, I saw it there. It looks like it's a big thing. Well, obviously, of course it's gonna be big. That's the whole point of the Titan Pokemon. Is that Flittle being harassed? Yep, it's Donphan. That's an interesting looking. I mean, why weren't the other Titans this interesting? At least this Donphan actually looks different outside of it just being bigger, you know? It's kind of wild. The Donphan was clearly the first one we saw, because he showed us it in the book, but it's one of the last ones we actually go for, because it's very high level. Yeah, look, that thing has a different terraform. But I'm not invested, because I've already caught that Pokemon. Oh, you are actually a trainer. I thought you were going to be one of those worm things again. Juno of Kofu, yes. He was gym leader in Gen 1. And Gen 3 if you take into account the Gen 1 remakes, which were the only versions of Gen 1 I ever played, because you know, I was aware of Pokemon from its origins, it's just I didn't own it on my Game Boy. Kofu des Cascada of our gym leader is quite strong. Oh, you mean that Kofu? I was thinking of Koga, I don't know how I got those mixed up. My god, those soulless eyes, you got the eyes of a psychopath right here. It's like, Kofu, how did this, well, you know, I don't know, Kofu seems like, you know, he knows everyone in the area. You know, you feel like, you know, he owns a restaurant, he's probably familiar with everyone. And now that I think about it, Donphan looked a bit different, so I'm wondering if it's got a different typing than it usually does. Night Slash. So I guess you replace regular Slash with the Night Slash. I guess now you know how strong I am. Is that meant to imply you're not very strong? Kofu is a user of water Pokemon. Take care, lest you be swept away by strategy. What strategy? It's like we're gonna be swept away by these damn sandstorms. And they freaking built that city. It built this city. It built this city on rocky roads. Because, Jesus Christ, why would you build a city of water in a place like this? It's so illogical. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. There's actually dust and sand on our clothes. I was like, isn't it like kind of a purple color? Why does it look kind of brownish? It's because of the dust. Neat little effect, I guess. Should probably at some point change our outfits. Like, not just like buying accessories, but see, you know, how we can look with the other seasonal uniforms, because that's all we get clothes-wise. Which is ridiculous. So, if we're going up against a giant Donphan, who do we really want to have leading the team exactly? Well, we'll have Drednaw just to, you know, test the waters. Which, now that I think about it, if it's got any fighting moves, that's a bad idea. But I'm pretty sure fighting has an advantage over rock type. I cannot predict how this one's gonna go. I don't know what type in this Donphan's gonna end up having. And it is high level too, so you gotta take that into account as well. So I've gotta be careful. Are you actually a Donphan? Because now I've seen you up close, you might be a Pokemon that masquerades as a Donphan. Excuse me, sir. What do you want? Hello, Emily May. This is Professor Turo. Iron Threads is a Pokemon that came from the greater crater of Paldea. Iron Threads? Wait, this thing's called Iron Threads? You gave it nothing, man. It's like, you just might as well just call it Donphan 2. Why call it Iron Threads? It doesn't even sound like a Pokemon name. I ask that you do whatever it is needed to subdue it for me. With all due caution, of course. This is the Titan, right? I mean, it was clearly the image we saw in that book he had. Which, now that I think about it, you know, Turo here is Arwen's father, right? So, it was his book, his research notes. Well, Iron Threads kind of makes me think Steel typing. But it can't really counter when nothing hits. Look at the size difference. Right back at you, bitch! Oh my god, that was so effective. So I'm gonna roll away like a little bitch. So it wasn't a Donphan after all. Interesting. Well, I say a picnic's in order. Yeah, probably not. And the terrain here is a bit messy for a picnic. Could say it's messy for to have a city as well, but that didn't stop them from building a city around here. And granted, it wasn't in the... well, it kinda is in the desert. Well, where's good enough, man? Oh yeah, I could just... no, that's a bit of a drop. I wanna heal my Pokemon and make a sandwich if possible. But I'm not allowed to make sandwiches on account of the fact that the terrain's too rough. And if I jumped on one of those rocks, could I have a picnic on top of one of them? No, probably not. Yeah, definitely wouldn't be enough room up here for a picnic. Must find better terrain. Or, you know, just go to the Pokemon Center, I guess. Should we set up a picnic here? But everything will slide off, all your utensils and your sandwiches. It'll be disastrous. But I want to make a sandwich. There we go. Alright everyone, how do I do that again? Have a ball, guys. Yeah. While you're enjoying yourselves, I shall make a sandwich. The question is, why? I don't really make use of these sandwiches at all. I mean, they give XP, point power, what does that even mean? does it mean you get more XP for that? I'll just make one of these, why not? Every time you set up a picnic, you must make a sandwich, even if it serves no other purpose than to be a sandwich. They give you about as much time to do this as they do to defeat the entire base of Team Starbase. It's kind of insane. You could literally say, it's like, I can make a sandwich in shorter time than it takes to beat you guys. They're always unsure about that, aren't they? It's always 3 stars. Is it possible to get anything higher than that? You're taller than me now, sort of. Wait a minute, isn't this thing supposed to be like 6 foot tall? How tall are we in comparison anyway? What button was it? Got some strange hair there, I gotta say. It's like it's not hair, it's feathers, you dumbass. I'm a bird. It's like, yeah, but you clearly got the equivalent of some hair there. Like, I don't know about that, man. You got soap in my eyes. My eyes very sensitive. Pressing the button, but it's doing nothing. No. Pressing X, but it does nothing. It's like, I don't need to be clean. I am a cat. Oh, never mind. Like, I'm pretty sure if you tried to do that to a cat, they'd probably claw at you. Like, what are you doing? We're cats. We hate water unless we're drinking it. Or unless we're like a tiger or something, then we love water. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Hey, well, wow, are you waking me up just for a bath? Like, have you any idea what time it is? I mean, we don't really have a clock in this game, to be fair. But the moon's out. Well, the moon's out even during the day, but you know, it's clearly nighttime right now. In-game, anyway. In reality, it's 2:30 in the afternoon. Wake up, Maridon, it's bath time. I can't even see their face. It's like playing Nintendogs with Pokemon. Alrighty, let's wrap this thing up, shall we? No, god damn it. Why did it go immediately to make a sandwich? That's the first option. Let's take on Iron Threads, or whatever the hell it is. Now, if this whole time it was actually possible to catch the Titan Pokemon, I'm gonna be annoyed. It's like, I could have had this giant-ass Pokemon. You know what? I don't know about actually trying that right out the gate. Probably get knocked out. I want to see if it's an option though.